kind of distracting, but I always do that to make sure, well, at least to try and make sure I catch it freezing, so then I pause the game so you don't miss much when it's freezing. Okay, so this is why you need the white crystal. If you don't have the white crystal, you can't see this blue platform, so you wouldn't know how to get past this bit. Oh, I almost went in the water, and the water is instant death for you newbies to Castlevania. Okay, so this is the first mansion. You gotta fight your way through the enemies, get to the end, in which you'll find Dracula's rib, which is the first body part which you'll need. Going back to what I was saying earlier, the townspeople, they really should be helping you out, like with the hints, because this game is so difficult to figure out where you're supposed to go. But most of the stuff they say to you is just completely useless or flat out lies. Like, one of them tells you the one earlier, it told me to go to the forest or something. There's like fire on top of the tree, they said, something like that. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing like that in the game. Like, I've completed the game, there's nothing like that. At least that I've seen. Maybe there's an Easter egg, but I doubt that. So, like, you might waste your, like, hours on end trying to figure out what's in the forest, and it's just nothing there. So your best bet is just to use a walkthrough. And don't quote me on this. Oh, hold on. So this is an example of why you need the holy water. Another example. For example, some of these blocks are fake. Like, you can fall through them. So then you got to waste time having to climb back up the stairs. See, so these are the fake blocks. You can use the holy water to, like, figure out where they are. So that's kind of annoying as well. So you, throughout the whole entire game, you got to keep going like that to make sure you don't fall through any fake blocks. But, like, obviously I've completed the game already, so I know where the fake blocks are. So I won't have to be going like that all the way throughout the game like I did the first time. So that's really annoying. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was talking about now. Okay. Something about something. Oh yeah, the townspeople. Don't quote me on this. I'm not entirely, you know, I saw this somewhere, but I'm not sure if it's true. But apparently, like, this game's Japanese, right? Or at least I think it is. But, you know, when they translated it to English, apparently they didn't translate it so well, which is why the clues don't make sense a lot of the time. The game's still difficult. Oh, here's another example that James Rolfe pointed out in his review, and I so agree with this. So there's a book by here, and then it comes up with, like, clues that are hidden throughout the game, so destroy the curse and you'll rule Bram's mansion. That's not exactly helpful, but whatever. Basically, you can skip this, and the text comes up really slow, so as soon as you walk into the book, you might accidentally hit a button and skip it. So you can close that dialogue box, which offers you clues which you need to complete the game. But if, you know, so you can't skip the hints, but when it comes to reading, you know, it's changed the day or night over and over again. You can't skip that, so what's the point? So here's the oak steak you need, 50 hearts. There's a guy in every single mansion who sells an oak steak for 50 hearts. And you need an oak steak to get the body part at the end of the mansion. And this is another one of those things which is insanely difficult to figure out if you don't have a guide. You know, it's just like, what were they thinking? And you'll see what I mean in a minute. There's another fake block by you, if I remember right. Somewhere, it's coming up now. There it is. See, if you so if you fell through that, you would have to go through the whole entire mansion again just to get to this bit, which would be very tedious, as you could imagine. So, right, so here's the orb. So, you know, you can touch it, whip it, or whatever, nothing happens. But to actually, you know, to actually get the body part, which is in the orb, you gotta throw the oak stake at it. Like, why can't you just touch it? Wouldn't that make more sense? So there's the body part. You now process Dracula's rib. Obviously a typo there. So now we have the rib, and see, every time you stop, like Simon holds it up, and it acts as a shield basically. So it deflects any fireballs which some enemies shoot, which of course is very helpful. Okay, so now we can fall down here to take a shortcut back to the start of the mansion. Okay, so that was the first mansion, so there's 4 more to go. So now we've got to leave the mansion and then travel to the next, well, mansion. Yeah, those are some gargoyle things, or dragons, or whatever they are. They shoot fireballs, so, you know, if they ever shoot a fireball, all you gotta do is stand still, and then this shield will deflect the fireball. I'll do that next time I come across another gargoyle. Just as a little example of what I'm talking about. So as you can see, pretty damn easy. Didn't give me... Oh yeah, so with that oak stick, you assume it's a weapon, as James Roth pointed out. You know, you assume it's a weapon, so you just throw it. But if you throw it, you waste it. So you gotta collect enough hearts to buy yet another oak stick. So, you know, it's just... What were they thinking? Like, you are gonna throw it naturally, thinking it's a weapon. Not realizing it's for the orb, unless you use a walkthrough, of course, like I did. Okay, so now we're on our way to the next mansion. First, we gotta get through this series of enemies. Oh yeah, there's a town before the next mansion, so that gives us some time to buy more weapons and upgrades and other items we need. Those spiders are kind of annoying. I know, they're probably the hardest enemy in this game. Not that they're not like hard, but they're kind of annoying sometimes when they gang up on you. Trying to avoid those webs kind of gets a bit difficult. Those eyeballs. They are kind of annoying if you're at the bottom of the cave. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. If you're at the bottom of the cave and you try to climb up from the bottom to the top, those eyeballs are kind of annoying. They often knocked me off into the water, which of course resulted in me getting killed a lot. Oh yeah, and that background music, wait, I'm not quite sure if, no, this isn't Bloody Tears, I don't think, but towards the start of the game at least, Bloody Tears plays as a music piece, and everybody is like the theme song for the game. Everybody seems crazy about that theme song. Like personally, I don't know, I guess it sounds alright. Like, I'm not a lover of music anyway, but like a lot of people seem to be really like crazy about that theme tune. Everybody seems to love it. Like, personally, I'm not a lover of music anyway, but personally, I don't really see... You know, I don't know, it just... Everybody has their own taste, I guess, but personally, I think it's alright, I guess. But it's nothing I would get overly excited about. Okay, there's a town somewhere, and I'm not sure if I gotta go down these stairs over here. Okay, and it's night time to make things worse, and to make things even more worse, I'm close to death. As you can see, my health is pretty damn low. So I've got to figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go. Like, I've completed this game before, but I remember the, you know, the basic gist of where you're supposed to go. But yeah, like for example, I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to go by here. Actually, I think this bit takes you to the lake. I'm not sure. Wait, I don't know where I'm going, to be honest. I know I'm supposed to be going to a town. I know that. And we're getting ganged up by those eyeballs. Damn, right. I'm not quite sure if there are any fake blocks by here. And I certainly don't want to be falling into the water since it's an instant death. Come on, die. Please be a town, I need... Oh, great. I'm gonna have to go all the way back again. Oh no, I hate these things. Let's hope I make it. Oh, down. Maybe I should make a jump for it. Didn't realise how low the ceiling was then. Oh, whoa. I've died once. 116 heart. So if I die 2 more times, I lose all my hearts. Doesn't that sound awesome? Sarcasm. Wait. Good thing I noticed that. Okay, I think it's back to normal now. Yeah. So just then, you know, HDPVR glitched up again, which it so often does with the NES, which is kind of weird since it can handle PS3s flawlessly, like I said. It gets really annoying. But thankfully that time, I managed to, well, catch it glitching up a bit. Oh yeah, another thing about this game, it has like multiple endings. I think it's, you know, which ending you get is, it's basically decided by how many times you die or how long you spend completing the game. I think it's a bit of both actually, but there's multiple endings, you know, the bad ending, the good ending, the okay ending. I don't think I've ever had the best ending. I've only completed this game like 3 times, but I think in every ending I've had, I think Simon has died. Well, Dracula has died too, but so has Simon. I'm not quite sure if that's the okay ending or the bad ending. Oh great, now we're going to have to wait for it to go back to daytime, since obviously everything is closed. $132 hearts. I'm not quite sure if there's a whip in this town to buy. but I'm pretty sure it's pretty damn expensive. Oh, Jesus Christ. At least there's a church in this town so I can heal myself. Guess in the meantime I better, well, might as well just try and find some of those zombies to kill. For the hearts, of course. Since if it's nighttime, you might as well farm for hearts, since you can't go inside any of the shops or anything. Let's go around killing some of these guys. Should be leveling up soon. Since I've collected quite a fair amount of hearts. I'm not quite sure how many hearts it takes to level up. Maybe it's a couple of hundred, maybe. And I've really been wanting to complete, or at least play Castlevania, Super Castlevania 4 for the SNES. And Castlevania 3. Like I said before, I've had them in my room for ages after I bought them off eBay. It's been really tempting to play them because they look like fun games, but obviously I want my first time reactions. So I've been wanting to do this as fast as I can. But so this guy swaps one of the white crystal for something else. For the blue crystal. So there we go. Now I got a blue crystal which you use to get past the lake later on, which I'll show you later on. So the dead river waits to be freed from the curse. Again, useless information. To restore your life, shout in front of the church. Okay, that makes sense, of course. Oh, okay. A laurel will protect you from the poison marsh. Okay, that's useful. That actually makes sense. Now, some of them make sense, some don't. So there's no way to tell which ones are lying unless you've already completed the game, obviously. Oh, you always say that. They always say something like, "Oh wait, is there a church in this town?" That sucks. Considering my health is getting a bit low. Oh well. Oh yeah, the good thing about this, well, I guess it's good and bad, I guess, but the good and bad thing about this game is that, what was I saying again? Something about good and bad about being in this game. Okay, I just suddenly forgot what I'm talking about. It'll come back to me. Okay, so how many hearts? We have 144, not bad. Buy some of my laurels. Yes, I would. Wait, we're supposed to buy 2, I think. Yeah, so now we got 4 laurels. They make you like invincible for a limited amount of time, and you use them to get through that purple water stuff. Like when you're in the purple water thing, it like harms you. It keeps hurting you. It doesn't kill you instantly like water, but it keeps bringing your health down. So I guess it's good I got that. Well, you do need them to get through the game. Otherwise, I think it's impossible to get through one bit of the game without it. I would jump down here, but I'm a bit paranoid I might fall into some water. Okay, so there's garlic in this town which you need. Well, you don't need it, it's optional, but it does give you some weapons which you can use to help you out. It's not mandatory, but the weapons help you out. 46 hearts, I only need 4 more. Guess I'll just kill these hands in the meantime. Yeah, later on in the game you come over for there, and you can jump over here, but you really don't need to. Just thought I'd point that out. Okay, this is kind of annoying. Just sucks when they don't drop any hearts, How many hearts now? Like 48, so we only need 2 more. I should have just gone left since there's like spiders and skeletons. And they're like more common. In this case, there's only like 2 of these hands, so it's kind of tedious walking back and forth. But I might as well stay on them since I have 49 hearts. Oh wait, I have 50, never mind. Okay, so now we can try and find the garlic, which costs 50 hearts. I'm not quite sure which house or store or whatever sells them, so we're just gonna have to look in every single one. Try this one. And these stairs are as annoying as ever. And if you saw the those lines on at the top and bottom there, like it looked like a glitch. I think that's because I'm playing the American version of the game on this UK console. Dracula's eyeball, okay, wrong place, reflects the curse. That doesn't really help because it doesn't do anything. That's not much of a clue. Like the eyeball is just another body part which you collect anyway, so it's not as if that was really helpful. And the thing that sucks even more is that I went down those stairs for nothing. Oh, so now I'm gonna have to go in whatever other houses are here. I'm sure this one, this is it. Oh, great! And to make matters worse, it's another one of these ones. Like, I prefer the houses where you just go all the way to the right and then throw the holy water through there, since, you know, it only takes a few seconds to get over there. But obviously, with these houses, you've got to go down the stairs, which is slow, tedious, boring, etc. Will you buy some garlic? Yes. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we can use this garlic to summon some guy in the graveyard. If I remember right, it gives you an upgraded dagger, I think. It gives you a weapon, I know that. Oh yeah, and about these, you know, power-ups, like the dagger and stuff. I never actually use them. I mostly just stick to the whip. I think the only time I ever use this, you know, special weapons, or whatever you want to call them, the only time I ever use them is at the very end, when you fight Dracula, because it like stuns him and he can't fight back. I'm sure you're all aware of the trick. Well, at least the guys who have completed this game and are watching this. Okay, so see, drop the garlic, summon this guy, and he says, "I'll give you this silver knife to save your neck," which is just another special weapon, but you know, it's just another one of those really stupid secrets. Like, how is anyone supposed to figure out you're supposed to drop garlic in this place? It might be a clue from one of the townspeople, but who knows? I mean, like, you know, like the first time you play this game, most of them are lying anyway, so why would you think that one person is telling the truth? So of course, just use a walkthrough and you'll be fine. This game is pretty short as well. I mean, yeah, it is just pretty short. Well, that is if you know where to go. That is. I mean, it only takes like 1 or 2 hours to complete, I guess, or maybe a bit more. I understand I think the world record for completing this game for a speed run is something like, I don't know, I think it might be 20 minutes. No, actually, yeah, it might be that. Well, put it this way, it was pretty quick. I think it was only something like 5 minutes, which is pretty good. Not that I've ever attempted the speed run, but that's what I've heard. Okay, so now we go down these stairs. Oh, okay, here we go again. Good job, I noticed that. Again, the HD PVR just froze up a bit, so you might miss 5 seconds or so, but I paused the game as soon as I noticed, so I don't think you missed much. And now we got nighttime. I was about to say that it was daytime for quite a while, so I was kind of waiting for it to go back to night. Not that that's a good thing. And I only have 2 lives before I lose all my hearts. Great. At least the chain whip kills the skeletons in 1 hit. Hold on. That's close. Get rid of these eyeball things. And the bad thing about this is that we're gonna have to get across those platforms again, which is, I don't know. I guess I guess they're okay, not too hard, not too easy either though. Okay, so now we got the blue crystal. You got to kneel down, and there we go. The screen moves down any second now. There we go. That's just insane. Like another one of those secrets which are impossible to figure out without a guide. Like if you tried to walk into the lake or river or water, or whatever you want to call it, if you tried to get in there, you just, well, fall in the water and just die. So it's like, how is anyone supposed to figure out you're supposed to kneel down